Yo, I'm Coach Rich Thurman, also known as Coach RT3, and today we're going to talk about some things that you can do to help protect your elbows while swinging steel mace. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. So one of the things that often happens with people who pick up a mace and start swinging it is they go into a lot of volume of swings. One of the things that does is it puts a lot of pressure and a lot of tension on the joint itself. Not just inflection, but the ability for the joint to rotate is also important. The very first thing that I offer for my clients before swinging mace is getting their elbows to move through their fullest range of motion so we can maintain joint health. We do that using elbow cards. So you're going to start with your palms straight forward, facing ahead of you. Your humerus is going to stay quiet. We don't want any rotation through there. We're going to begin to bring our palms towards our shoulders while we try to squeeze out more supination. Okay, once we reach the maximum amount of flexion we can here, we're going to begin to rotate and show the palms away from us, so away from the shoulders. So now we're going into pronation. From there, we're going to take the elbows and we're going to extend as we push down and away from us. Full range of motion, complete extension, squeeze the triceps. From here, we're going to keep the palms facing down. We're going to bring the arms back up, showing the palms again, squeeze out as much pronation as you can, and then we're going to rotate into supination, squeeze out as much supination, and extend down. For optimal joint health, we want to move through our cars on a regular daily basis, and before pre-mace and after mace. That's going to show us what we have available and how much range we have. Now that we know how much range we have, we want to also do things that encourage better rotation of the elbows. And we also want to strengthen those end ranges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself into as much supination as I can. I'm going to take my arm and I'm going to pull myself a little bit further. I'm going to hold that for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to create an isometric contraction, trying to go back into pronation, but I'm going to resist that with my hand. And then I'm going to try to squeeze out more supination at that end range, okay? So that's going to help encourage a little bit more strength at that end range, but also try to gain us a little bit more capacity for rotation there. We can do the same thing with pronation. Finally, we want to address our flexion of our elbow. So this tissue here takes on a lot of force as we're swinging the mace. And if you're swinging the mace properly, these elbows should be pointed up towards the sky, which means the load, the force vector is going to come through this tissue. So strong triceps are going to be important, but not tricep meat, tricep tendon stuff. So we need all of that stuff to be able to bear load. How do we increase load bearing capacity? Isometrics and eccentric work. One of the ways I like to do isometrics is to just take myself into as much flexion as I can, hold myself there, and then positional isometric, I'm trying to extend, but I'm resisting that motion. And then I can pull back the opposite direction as well, trying to pull towards me. So that's a great positional isometric. You can do positional isometric at different positions. I can take my arm out just a little bit further from here, and I can also do an isometric in this position as well. Also, don't forget the multiple lines of tissue. I can do isometric from supination, but I can also do it from other positions. I can do it from this position here, or I can do it from full pronation as well. Hopefully that helps you out. If you like this video, be sure to smash the like button and share it with a mace swinger that you know that has some elbow issues that they're working through.